Hey skiers, it's Bob with SkiEssentials.com. Welcome to our 2025 ski test. Got a K2 Mindbender 96C for you. This ski came about last year, really presented a nice kind of opposite or a foil for the TI version, whether it's the 89 or the 99 TI. If you were ever kind of stuck in the middle, you like the overall character and sense of those skis, but just wanted something a little bit more flexible, a little bit more playful, better soft snow oriented. That's where this 96C came into play. And a lot of people really enjoyed this thing last year, myself included. It has a whole lot of versatility to it at a lighter weight and just an easier flex. I think harder chargers and more aggressive skiers are going to find a limit on it, but that's okay. It's really meant for people that are looking for kind of that next level down below a ski with, one or two full sheets of metal in it. They do use the carbon really well in this ski, and it does have that higher end feel, but it just doesn't have that top gear performance that we'll see from, the Mindbender 89 Ti or 99 Ti. But this one's great. It does return unchanged structurally. It does get a graphic update for this year, including what I think are some of the better base graphics in the game. So good for K2 for at least spicing up the base of the skis here. But yeah, we are still built with that Aspen microblock wood core. K2 uses a lot of Aspen in their wood cores. It's a lightweight, high energy type of material, really easy to use, and they use it in a microblock format. So kind of narrower stringers here, gives it a little bit more stoutness as well. But the big story from the build is the carbon spectral braid. So this laminate of carbon stringers that goes from tip to tail basically is cross-hatched carbon stringers. In the tip, those are more across the ski, and then as it gets towards the tail, they're a little bit more longitudinal. So that gives the forebody and the tip of the ski kind of a more precise and just sharper initiation phase. And then it gets progressively more playful torsionally, but those stringers going more up and down and vertical in the tail does make it a little bit stiffer back there. So you can feel some nice energy coming out of the tail, a little bit stiffer in the tail than in the tip when we're just hand flexing. You can definitely see how that works. So we're looking for that progressive flex from tip to tail, really highlights the directional nature of the ski and kind of that consistency going from a little bit more soft and playful to a little bit stiffer and more energetic through the tail. We also get mostly sidewall in this ski. So from about here to here, we're dealing with mainly sidewall underfoot, and then it does transition to cap in the tips and tails. Again, we're kind of highlighting the lower swing weight and easier use in the turns due to that slight cap construction here. This one here, 178, we are at a 16.7 meter turn radius. Mid radius, a little bit on the short side. I think that the flex in the tip makes it feel like it's got that shorter turn capability. But if you do want to open it up, you do have to kind of stay mid-body back and really kind of harness into the more longitudinal carbon stringers in the back. But really fun ski, great in the woods. I think that's where I had the most success on this ski was just kind of being a little bit more adventurous and playful with my terrain decision-making process, kind of taking full advantage of the nice, easy shovel shape and just kind of swivelly nature of the tail. Nice positive camber underfoot. K2 put some good rocker in these skis. We see this throughout their line. They're on the more progressive side when it comes to a rocker profile. And then a little bit spoonier of a tip shape here, tapers brought down a little bit, highlighting the floaty nature of this 96C. And then long, low rocker right up until the very end here, where we see a little bit more splay come in. And that's going to really highlight that playfulness out of the tail of the turn. Not a whole lot of taper back here. A little bit, kind of more directional. And we've noticed that with these Mindbender C skis that the tail does act kind of like a rudder. It allows you to do some good rearward steering throughout the back of the ski. Really highlights that mobility. Again, great tree ski for here in Vermont. I don't think there's too many better options in this width category. It's not a twin tip, so you can't really go backwards all that much, but at least it's an easy tail to release in softer snow. But yeah, it definitely fits that intermediate to advanced range really well. Someone that's looking for a mid-90s ski, maybe this is your first foray into the mid-90s kind of free ride realm, and I think this is a great option to be at. Pretty light, 1,851 grams here in the 178, so you're dealing with a couple hundred grams less than what we'll see in a metal version of this ski, just making it that much easier to turn and steer and just enjoy your day. And that's what these things are all about, and we found that to be the case on snow for sure. So make sure you check out this K2 Mindbender 96C here at skiessentials.com, and we'll see you out there on the hill. Bye.